Woohoo! Mystic GLoLady here. Hello, Scorpio. How are you? This is your divinatory reading for December 2015. And I will inform you that I had started it, and I started it yesterday. And the battery ran out. And I saved everything. And then it was like, I wonder if they would notice if I wore a different shirt to continue it. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't feel right. It doesn't feel right. So when you're starting out in the month and it doesn't feel right, then start over again, okay? So, Scorpio, this is a general reading, and what that means is we put your sun sign into the first house, and the first house is reserved for the ascendant. So if you know your time of birth, that is your ascendant, okay? Then if Scorpio is your ascendant, cool. And if not, then listen for your ascendant also, okay? The ascendant will be more specific as to the houses that will be affected, okay? Now, we'll still have the planetary affecting, in the same fashion. It would just be in a different house, okay? So, on the bottom, Scorpio, you have death, okay? Death as in end of, transformation, okay? What do you need to put behind you, beneath you? What do you need to transform? Now, there's going to be a lot of transformation, and it's, excuse me, it is going to be change or be changed, and that's not just you. That's planetarily, what's coming at us, and December is just a preview for 2006. All right, look at the videos, the 2016 videos, and before I forget, right here, mysticglowlady@gmail.com, okay? Excuse me. That is my email address if anyone would like to contact me for any reason. That is the email address, okay? My official, watch what's out there. You'll see the video at the end of this about the pirates that have been hijacking not just mine, but other people's channels. So, just be aware of. Okay, so let us continue on. Scorpio in the first house of self, your appearance, your body. You have the Nine of Wands, the great strength. Okay, so use the strength that you have received from going through that transformation, okay, as that butterfly that spreads its wings. You have gone through the death of one and the transformation, the hard work into who? Who are you? And as I said, that's going to be playing out a whole lot this month. Now, in the second house, okay, in the second house of finances, okay, your possessions, your wealth, earnings, you have the Chariot card, taking things into your own hands. And with your finances, okay, Sagittarius is in the second house, and you have the sun. You have a new moon that's going to be on the 11th at 13 degrees of Sagittarius. And you have Saturn, the great teacher, teaching you lessons about finances. And you have Mercury in there. Now, Mercury is at 15 degrees at the beginning of the month. On the 11th, it will go into Capricorn at 1 degree and finish out the month at 28 degrees of Capricorn. So Mercury is going to be, okay, communication is flowing, talking about money at the beginning. And there again, are you going to be using some of that money that you're talking about to take a short trip? Okay, coming up towards the end of December. Okay, so taking things into your own hands with your finances. All right, how do you choose to see it? Now, in the third house of those short distance travels and communications, siblings, you have the Temperance card, okay, the balance. Now, you have the energy of Capricorn in there, and you have Pluto there. Pluto is that transformation. So the new you, is it communications, learning to communicate better? You know, where is that balance that you need in communications? Now, in the fourth house, you have the energy of Aquarius. The fourth house is your home. Okay, Aquarius is the I know. And you have the Two of Swords, the peace restored. So even though you have that I know attitude, isn't it easier to sometimes bite your tongue in order to keep the peace? Okay, now as I said, there's going to be a whole lot of things that are going on, okay, with Pluto and you know, there's a bunch of squares. I'll get into that at the end. But yeah, Two of Wands, the Dominion. And this is going to go in your fifth house. Your fifth house of fun, creativity, sex, children. Okay, and it's saying, there might be a little bit of a holdup. Okay, you have Pisces in there and Neptune. Okay, you have Pisces energy, Neptune is in there, and that's the illusions and delusions. Now, Neptune rules Pisces, okay, and it also has the dreams, the visions, dreaming of having fun, keeping grounded. It's saying, keep grounded, don't be going out and there again, keeping an eye on the money. Don't be having too much fun. If you're going to be going out, don't be the one who's footing the bill every time. Not saying that it's not okay to foot the bill, but just don't foot the bill for the fun every time. Yeah, you'll have some issues, okay, some health issues if you do that. Because being a Scorpio, you tend to internalize, you tend to keep it in. Now, right here you have the Eight of Swords, the shortened force, and this is going into your sixth house. Your sixth house of health, work, daily routine, and you have Aries energy in there, okay? And you have Uranus in there, all right? That's that unexpected, okay? And that's going to be square Pluto. Okay, in the third house. So communications, work, you might want to get communications a little bit better regarding work. Okay, as I said, you tend to internalize it. Outside manifest as illness within. So yeah, you might want to communicate a little bit better and not internalize it as much. Okay. That's, might be where you're finding your balance, okay, victim, volunteer. Do I want to play the victim, as in I always have to pay, or are you volunteering because you have more money than everyone else, and everyone else really can't afford to go and have fun if you don't pay? So, look at your motives as to why you're doing it, and don't internalize it. All right, if you internalize it, it's probably going to affect your relationships. All right, you have the Three of Swords, and this is going into your seventh house, your relationship house, relationships, partnerships, and you have Taurus energy in there, okay, the grounded. You want to be grounded in your relationships, but if you aren't communicating, that new change that's coming upon you, is it learning to say what you mean what you say, not saying it mean, but getting back to it's saying it. And yes, truth can be brutal, so sometimes when it blurts out, it is a little bit more brutal than it needs to be, but you're speaking it. And when you learn to speak your truth, and even if it comes out awkward at first, you know, I've had to do this myself. You know, I would always keep it in. You know, I wouldn't always, you know, some people would beg to differ about me stating my opinion, you know, but yeah, I used to be really nicey nice, and I wouldn't rock the boat, or you know, and yeah, you pay a price for keeping it in, so you can't afford to. All right, and you have a full moon coming up in your 8th house. Okay, that's in Gemini. That's other people's money, death, inheritance, taxes. And you have the 5 of Swords, the defeat. Okay, so what needs fixing? What needs letting go? If you're counting on other people's money, you might, not even might need, you need to have that conversation so that it doesn't affect you. All right? Get things out in the open, get things straightened out, and if you're talking about contracts, then definitely get them straightened out when it's dealing with other people's money. That's a biggie coming up in December. Now, in the 9th house of long distance travels, spiritual quest, your higher learning, you have the 10 of Pentacles, the wealth card. So, is it the trip, the long trip, that there is some money attached to taking this trip that's coming for you? That is a very good possibility. And the knowledge that you are seeking, whether it be a higher learning or a spiritual quest, it will bring you prosperity, whether financially or in some material, or even a good emotional state of mind, because you'll find out that wealth is not monetary. Okay, success is a satisfied mind. All right, and speaking of success, we're in your career house now. Okay, you have the energy of Leo, the I will, and you have the star, the wish card. What is it for your career that you really want to do? Is that transformation to push you? Is that communications with your work that you're not feeling good about? Is that the transformation, the push that you need in order to, yeah, what's the career? What's the career? What are your wishes? What did you want to do? Do you want to go back to school? Is that part of it? Well, the option is there. So be open, you know, be open, but communicate. You need to communicate. Okay? So, in your 11th house, the 11th house of hopes, wishes, friends, associates, you have the Empress. Okay, that's new birth, new beginnings, new creations. And you have the energy of Virgo in there. And Jupiter is in there multiplying. All right, so what kind of new friends are you going to be hanging with? Okay, what kind of new dreams? You know, your wishes, what kind of new ones are you giving birth to? Okay, it's fruitful. You have Jupiter in there multiplying. Okay, so yeah, go through your friends, organize your friends, which ones are good and which ones are like, maybe they need to be let go on the full moon, and that's on Christmas. Excuse me. I could feel my throat starting to tickle me. And as I said, Mystic GLoLady at gmail.com. If you would like any services, or just to say, hey, how are you? That is the official one. All else are just imitations, so don't be fooled by those pirates out there. Alright, and speaking of pirates, we're in the 12th house now. Okay, the 12th house is your skeleton closet. Now, you have Mars and Venus in there. Venus is in there at 26 degrees at the beginning of the month. On the 6th, it's moving to 0 degrees of Scorpio. So it's coming over. Venus is going to be shining, okay? Venus is going to be shining on you. And that's going to be on the 6th until the end of the month. And then it's going to 0 degrees of Sagittarius, your second house, you know, into money. But, you know, making love to you, all right? Make love to you from the 6th on. Not that you shouldn't always, but Venus is going to be shining on you. So it's like, yeah, okay, I'm loving me, all right? Now, Mars is at 10 degrees of Libra, and it will be at 28 degrees of Libra at the end of the month. So in your skeleton closet, you have the Justice card, okay? The 12th house is our hidden enemies, our secrets, jails, institutions, things that we don't talk about. And you have the Justice card in there. So, for those of you who need to get things legal, you better get things legal. You better get things right, okay? The cash is going to be there in order to do it, but that's something that's going to be important. It's not that you don't have the cash to do what you need to get done, because I'm saying that, you know, it's there. And is it just a form of being responsible? Is that what it is? We're learning to step up to the plate. You know, we're not going to live in that victim mentality anymore. Okay? So, let me see what we have going on for you in December 2015. And, it's just pretty much saying what I've already, you know, I'm just going to say, yeah, ditto, what I said previously. Now, Pluto is going to be square Uranus, and that's that breakdown for the new you. You know, who are you creating? You have the Sun square Saturn, and, you know, again, you know, who are you? What kind of lesson is Saturn trying to teach you, especially in your second house? You know, what is it that you have to learn about finances? Okay, and let's see, what else do we have going on in the middle of it? The full moon squaring Neptune in opposition to your second house. I mean, again, it's talking about other people's money. Now, it's going to be easing up at the end of the month, okay? But a lot of it is taking off your rose-colored glasses, all right? That's a big part of. So take off the rose-colored glasses, Scorpio, and stop playing victim, and understand that we have choice. And yes, I do understand that there are some in the world who are, you know, victim of circumstance, and I'm not shedding too lightly on that, because, yeah, there are times when I know that not everyone is in the same place and state of mind. And there are people who are held captive. And I hope that I can inspire people in order to make that change. So when I speak, yes, it is always in the back of my mind that there are those who are held by prisoner of circumstance or whatever. And again, I will reiterate that when I speak, I hope that the light workers do hear me, and you will understand. And yeah, I want to light your spark. Okay, so Scorpio, see you, love you. Blessings. Mystic GLoLady here. I am making this special recording and it is the fact that I am tracking down my pirates and the hackers and those who have been undermining my work since I was in the glow-in-the-dark industry back in 2003. And I'm getting tired of it. I've been tired of it. I mean, stop. Seriously. If you are stealing my materials, ideas, you know, in any form or fashion, then I am demanding you to stop. If you are going to steal and compensate me in no form or fashion, then I'm going to take direct action. And my direct action, okay, I'm going to tell you what you do comes back to you. What you do comes back to you. What you do comes back to you. So mote it be. Now I'm taking names and numbers, and when the time comes, I will be contacting the appropriate authorities. So just to give you a heads up, please stop, okay? It's not fun, alright? If you want to use my work, then contact me, okay? That's very, very important that you contact me. If you want to be a fan, Mystic GLoLady at Gmail. Contact me. That way you know you are getting me and you're not getting an imposter. Because there are many people out there who are profiting from those who speak prophetic wisdom. And that is a not so nice, okay? And in divine love and light, what you do comes back to you. So I wish you well, and those of you who would like a private consultation, remember how I said to get a hold of me, okay? Mystic GLoLady at gmail.com. That is the real me, okay? You can put GLoLady in the internet, and really there's a whole bunch of imposters coming up there. You know, but check me out on Twitter, check me out on Facebook, alright, and on YouTube, GLoLady, alright? And for those of you who thought you have had readings with me since July, I'm sorry to inform you, but yeah, there's only a couple of readings that I have done, alright? And those were personal, contacted, not through the internet or online. So if you have had what you thought was a reading by Mystic GLoLady, okay, my real name, as in on my birth, married, Lisa Bain Landis, divorced, still the same as, but I go as GLoLady, and I've been GLoLady for a long time. I was born a mystic, so Mystic GLoLady is who I am. Okay, so if you would like a reading or a consultation, please contact me, Mystic GLoLady. Now, I stopped right in the middle of recording December 2015's readings because I've uncovered. And let me think, Mystic Mama. Don't go to Mystic Mama. Mystic Mama is stealing your videos, and then it is infecting people's computers. So mysticmama.com, I think that's what it is. I'll have to check my recorded evidence to find out exactly. But yeah, ding dong, it's time. Okay, so by all the power granted in divine love and light, what you do comes back to you. May it be good, may it be light, may it be bright, may it be joyful. May it be kindness unto others, and kindness to you it shall be. So mote it be.